to another episode. Before I even start, I am sleep deprived, therefore I am goofy. I feel, this is a bit of a TMI, but when I'm sleep deprived, aka when I've not had sleep in, I don't know, a good over 24 hours, I feel like I'm under the influence of weed. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, and I was like, wow, what a perfect time to film something. I'm also super sad because some family stuff is happening, so I'm distracting because I think that's a good idea. It's not good to be sad all the time. Anyway, I was like, well, why not continue MSQ? And before I start, I did use a Fantasia. I had 3, so I was like, I used 1, and I turned myself into a Stinian. I think I did a pretty good job at recreating him. The only thing I just couldn't get accurate was the hair, and because they don't really have any options. So this one's close enough. It's kind of like in between. It's like his Endwalker ponytail and his, I don't know, not quite the length of his Heavensward hair, but yeah, I'm gonna Fantasia back to my actual character, but I'm going on vacation, so I'm like, well, it's like the last day I'm gonna be playing, so why not just have something fun? Last time I'm gonna be playing for a while. If the late Owen did indeed have a chamber here, this node will be able to tell us its number. I'm gonna try to read, but I'm not gonna guarantee I can do it the whole time. It's kind of funny playing as like a main story character. I really hope I don't run into him because it would be quite funny. There, from what I recall. No, I forgot to have the auto thingy. Ooh, whoops. Warning, an evacuation order is presently in effect. Entry to the Hemisphere is not permitted at this time. Gasp. Foiled again. In all likelihood, the order would have been imposed during the 4th Umbral Calamity, and I doubt it will be lifted in the near future. Energy level critical. Returning to base for recharging. Well, surely there must be some other way to regain access. Force, for example? Ere we resort to that, I have an idea. Were we to send a surge of energy through yonder control mechanism, it should prompt the system to restart, releasing the locks. As for a suitable energy source, a concentrated lighting shard might suffice. Happily, I seem to recall that they are known to form at points of stagnant ether throughout the continent. You seem to recall. Are you honestly telling me that that was in the records too? I am. A report sent to the capital mentioned that lightning-aspected ether was prone to pooling on the continent, resulting in surges that interfered with equipment. A minor detail, I grant you, but in my role as caretaker of the Crystal Tower, there was no such thing as too much Allegan knowledge. Besides, my studies helped me to feel connected to the source, to home. I must have explored this facility oh, my PS4 just turned off. I mean, like, the screen. I have to wait for that to come back on. I must have explored this facility 1,000 times in my mind, but to finally stand here with the two of you, 'tis more exhilarating than I may well express. Now then, the lightning shard. If I may, I suggest we split up and search the Beta Quadrant. And there goes the TV again. Oh boy. I don't know why it does this. Actually, I kind of do. I think it's overheating, and I probably should fix this issue. Oh my. I could go and get an ice pack, but I don't know if that would... Actually, it seemed to work every other time. Okay, I'm gonna go do that, because it's not turning on yet. to the business. And I have water. Yeah, I've been on a very, like, backwards sleep schedule. I've been going to bed at 6 in the morning. It's not great, so I'm gonna try to stay up all day and then sleep at a more reasonable time. Anyway. Okay, now then, the lightning shard. If I may, oh my god, it went again. No! I just want to stream. If I may, I suggest we split up and search the Beta Quadrant. Oh, but be aware of sprites. They are wont to manifest where the ether is stagnant. Now you're just showing off, which makes me think we should make a contest of this. The first to return here with a shard wins. What do you say? Very well. It would be my honor to come third. He's so confident, wow. Wow, water hit different. Do I actually have to go and do the... Dang it. Okay, if there's one thing I'm not gonna say I don't like about this game, it's a lot of, like, in between, like, really, you know, like, you'll just finish, like, a super cool scenario or scene or whatever, and then your guy's like, oh, please go pick up my 10 pickles, and it's like, oh man, we're actually going far down here. And it's just like, wow, back to the real grind. I love Azazla. It's such a cool, like, where am I going? Oh, there's a cave. It's such a cool area, and the music, the first time I heard this song, I was like, so in love. It's such an old... It's such an old Final Fantasy vibe, you know? I don't know how to describe it. Just leave me that vibe. Oh, I'm severely underleveled. I should not be playing. Oh my god! I forgot I switched. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. If I jump down there, will I just immediately perish? Oh, but I can die. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. That was so dumb of me. Oh. Don't switch to a main story character and then forget to change your class. I went there so confident, I was like ready to beat shit up. I got zapped to hell. Or no, to Namai across the world. God damn it. I'm leveling up my... Kinda wanna level up my red mage, to be honest. I can though, I don't know if that will be... Oh man. Crap, I have to go all the way back there. Dumbass moment. Whoa. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the red mage. Grind that shit out of it. Oh, I got a new location. I was not aware that I had places to unlock here. That might have been the last of it. Epic. Anyways. This song is such a vibe. This place is such a vibe. Is there a way in the tunnel? There? Yes. Well, let's try that again. I just needed a dang crystal. I love all these guys. 59, I'm good. Where exactly am I going? Be bombarded with lightning sprites. This class is a little confusing to me at first. It's kind of like very... It's caster heavy at first, and then you switch to melee, like once your bar goes up and stuff like that. I'm not too sure like what the best way to fill your I guess your red mage gauge. I don't know what casting is, but I'm assuming it really is just casting. I'm also I'm curious about like as to why there is some healing abilities, which I find that really cool, but I think that's because they're a mage in magic, so I don't know, I'm just talking nonsense. Either way, it's a very fun class. I just need to learn more about it. Bravo! That was quite a show, adventurer. Why, the spectacle proved so enthralling that all thoughts of the prize slipped my mind. What? Who are you? I appear to have Oh shit, I can't read. I appear to have forfeited our little race. Congratulations, the lightning shard is yours. Thank you? No dramatic entrance, you've changed. Who are you talking about, Alize? I doubt it. It's Graha. Tia! Oh, I don't know why I didn't. Ugh, you remember that. In my defense, I was caught up in the moment. It isn't every day you meet an honest-to-God's hero, after all. Well, the contest continues, so you had better hurry back. Ah, but one last thing. I missed the little white he had in his hair. I don't know. Thank you for bringing me here. You're welcome. Why did you have to scare me like that? I was like, there's an acid. There's an acid. I don't know why I assumed. Oh boy, as soon as I start to stream something, I get super exhausted for no reason. Probably just the reading. My brain just cannot compute. It appears Alize had no luck, so victory is yours. Congratulations. Now then, may I have the shard? No, you may not. Joking. What is it that makes you so much better at finding things? What do you have that I don't? That is a question I too have asked myself on numerous occasions. I suspect we could both learn a great deal from him, and not only about the secrets of adventuring. But come, we should attend to our mission. Oh, that was Alize who said that? I wasn't reading. I like to try to give them sort of some differences. Excellent. The system responds exactly as intended. We now have access to the Habisphere. I'm not sure if that's right, but only one obstacle remains: the security system within. Should they be triggered, they could make life rather difficult for us. In light of which, pray leave the rest to me. If I am right, the royal blood should allow me to venture in unmolested. Assuming this place works like the Crystal Tower, yes. But if it doesn't, you'll be on your own. I want you to promise us that you'll get out of there first sign of trouble. I promise. Wish me luck. Going on his goofy little head movements. Well, nothing for it but to sit tight. Some phrases that I've never heard before, so it's like a little hard for my brain to put them together, if that makes sense. Like, I've never heard someone say something like that before. Something similar, but not quite like that. The word arrangements. We are chillin'. I'm sure this Owen fellow was very learned. What? That doesn't make sense to me? Yes. But Iconic corruption, an overview, sounds like a stadium thesis. A studium thesis. We all had to write one. Lest you wonder, mine was about the combat applications of ether. I'm nothing if not practical. Alphanos was more philosophical, of course. Political, dare I say it. He chose to write a lengthy discourse on our nation's duty to the world. A controversial subject, to say the least. He asserted that Charlene's knowledge should rightly be used to protect all life on the star, in direct opposition to the country's cherished policy of non-intervention. Being a leader member of the Forum, our father was not happy. At the time, of course, Alphna was utterly convinced of his views and would cheerfully argue to the death with anyone who saw things differently. By which I mean, the rows were long. To be fair to him, though, he's since learned to be a little more open-minded, but deep down he still holds fast to that one belief, and I admire him for it. I should have liked to meet the young Alphino. For what it's worth, my thesis concerned the elegant civilization as depicted in folklore. Oh, you're back. I didn't know you attended the studio. I didn't. A thesis was required to earn my Archon's mark. My peers at the students of Baldazon? Probably Baldazon. Convinced me to write one of the promise... Baldajan? Convinced me to write one with the promise of unfettered access to forbidden tomes. Though I considered it more than a means to an end at the time, I will admit it was gratifying to have my efforts acknowledged. Good gods, an Archon's thesis. I shudder to imagine the work involved. But enough about that. Is this the fruit of your foray? Oh my gosh, I'm having a hard time reading right now. Yes, Owen's archive node. It was waiting for me in his chamber. If a copy of his report still survives, it would be stored in this device. Shall we find out? I think I see people with this mount. Or like this object as a mount, like a watermelon or something. Initializing. Scanning for registered user. It's bugging. User not found. To proceed as a guest, please complete biometric authentication. Uh-oh. Verifying. Authentication complete. Guest identified as member of the royal family. I'm at your most humble service, Your Highness. It never ceases to amuse me. 'Tis but a pity the effect will not last forever. Doga and Munai said as much when they granted me this gift, but until such time as it fades, I shall use it gratefully. Search archive for Eikonic corruption. Searching. What item found? Eikonic corruption. An overview. The report is locked by the author. Please state password. We're on a mission to get a password now. Well, go on then, Your Highness. Tell the nice node the password. The pressure. Right. Let's see. Glory be to Alag. Wrong. Long live Emperor Zonde. I don't think he knows what it is. He's just shouting random stuff. Oh! Yeah. Confound it. Come now. Passwords are invariably short and simple. For instance... Please tell me she's not gonna get it right away. She's hacked. Dun, dun. Whoa. Password. No. The notion that the password could be something so insane would be laughable were it not dangerously stupid. Furthermore, your conduct in the presence of His Highness is grossly inappropriate. Know your place, handmaiden. What did that thing just call me? Wild Rose, courage. Password incorrect. Again, be warned that any further inappropriate behavior in the presence of His Highness will not be tolerated. Alright, that's it. I say we dismantle it and manually extract what we need. Now, let's not be too hasty. A single misstep and we risk losing the report altogether. I believe this may be a task for Sid and his colleagues. If anyone can coax Machina into cooperating, it is them. Come, let us bear the node back to the Rising Stones. Back to the Rising Stoners! Sorry. I'm trying so hard not to, like, lose my crap. What tasty treats do we have here? Oven meatballs, herring pie, silky pudding. I'm gonna take the money. Gratia. Receiving the legacy. Reviving the legacy. This is why I am dyslexic. I should probably mention that I have yet to meet Sid since waking up. Rambros did send word to the Ironworks, but it appears our friend has been afield on urgent business. Nevertheless, I assure you my proposal to seek his help is no pretext, however much I might look forward to seeing him again. Him and everyone. But come, let us be on our way. Take that floating watermelon with you. Tech melon. Look at him, all but running. How sweet. Still, it wouldn't do to keep him waiting, shall we? Need you ask? Shall we? Of course. What more can I do? What more can I say? Where am I going? Going to the stoners. Dun, 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 dun. I have to switch to the Dragoon cutscenes, or else I'm not accurate. I'm not portraying. Please, Estinian, do not come out of here. If there's two of them, I will break the cannon. Wonderful news. Tataru contacted Sid on our behalf, and he is on his way here even as we speak. While we wait, I would like very much to hear what transpired at the Alliance Council. Would you be so kind, Crow? As you know, the meeting was convened to discuss how best to respond to recent events in Garlemald. According to the intelligence from our Doman allies, the War of Succession rages on, and the Empire remains without a leader. Amidst the chaos, the Imperial legions in the provinces have begun to move independently of the motherland. Of greatest concern to us is the Third, a legion aligned with Lord Nerva. It appears they have received substantial financial backing from House Brutus. Asahi? I mean, no, not Asahi, Fandaniel. Brutus. Aren't they the ones who took in Yotsuyu and Asahi? This bodes well. Xenos is Yes, Xenos' movements, meanwhile, remain shrouded in mystery. We're hoping that Thancred and Urianger will be able to shed some light on his activities when they return. Until such time as they do, the Allied leaders feel it would be unwise to interfere in the conflict. And so, thanks in part to the Imperial withdrawal from Gimlet, they have decided to turn their attention to the primal problem once more. Working with friendly factions among the beast tribes, they hope to reopen dialogue and explore new avenues for peace. Given the timing, I suspect they wish to put their respective houses in order ahead of decisive clash with the Empire. Whatever their intent, this is not a problem easily solved. The Liminzans, I can't say that word properly, Liminzans, in particular, struggle in their efforts, and Alphino and Y'shtola have been called upon to aid them. So long as we are dealing with the Tempered, I'm afraid no amount of dialogue will avail us. But if we can develop a treatment for tempering, then anything is possible. Which is why we must succeed. Oh boy, yawn. And on that cheery note, why not make yourselves comfortable in Dawn's Respite? I'll show Sid in as soon as he arrives. Dawn's Respite is not such a sad place, is it now? Not anymore. I used to associate it with, death. All of them are dead. All my friends are dead. Sid, Wedge, and I cannot recall the last one. Sid. Forgive us for not coming to see you sooner, my friend. As you may have heard, we've had our hands full. In our defense, you are up rather early. I was under the impression you'd be slumbering a while longer. Oh, I would have been, had you not fulfilled your promise. Ha! I still struggle with that idea. From where I stand, the secrets of traversing time and space seem exactly as unfathomable as they ever did. But if an alternative version of myself has already laid them bare, I dare say that frees me up to concentrate on other endeavors. Speaking of which, you wanted my help with something. What is it? I don't know why I'm smelling brownies right now, but I think my brain is playing tricks on me because it is 6 in the morning and 7 in the morning and no one's making brownies. Well, a treatment for tempering. And for the next step, you need to find the password for this Allagan's report. Just so, with an area clue to guide us, we could be here forever and still not guess correctly, and thus we turn to you. Well, I'd love to say that we could help you, so I will. Once suitably configured, a Magitech terminal should make short work of identifying the password. I knew I could rely on you. Now, anticipating that it might be of use, I took the liberty of borrowing a tombstone from Ramboros. It contains an Allagan dictionary. Good thinking. I'll transfer the information to a terminal and set it to work right away. Oh, Biggs, that's his name, that's right. Looks like it's finished. Let's see. Freedom. The password is freedom. Smack that machine, buddy. Ha! Short and simple, just as I said. Would you care to do the honors, Your Highness? I would, milady. thought she was talking to Sid sarcastically. Like, oh, you figured it out, you are the Highness. Node. Open the report entitled Eikonic Corruption, an Overview. Password, freedom. Oh? Oh, wind. Oh, I'm yawning up a storm. This report seeks to provide an overview of the mechanism by which icons corrupt and bind men to their will. The phenomenon we call corruption refers to the alteration of the ether of the soul. Whoa. Fancy stuff. Who are you, pretty person? Said ether ordinarily exists in equilibrium, no one element being more prominent than the other. But when a subject is exposed to ether of an icon, this changes, their soul taking on the properties of the entity in question. Yes. Whoa, it's Sephiroth. By way of an example, exposure to the ether of the fiend Sephiroth would cause a subject's ether to become aligned with the element of earth. It's kind of like what Urianger explained in Ilmeg, the little poster that was up in the little library area. As a consequence, the subject would attain heightened affinity with earth-aspected magics, as well as a preternatural levels of endurance. Repeated exposure would further enhance these traits, ultimately altering the subject's very flesh. Like the Crystarium with... Dude. Oh, never mind. This is like full-on transformation. The changes undergone by the subject are not solely The changes undergone by the subject are not solely attributable to the elemental alignment, however. Further testing has determined that the subject's soul becomes umbrally charged, or stagnant during the process. This stagnation of the soul has the effect of diluting the sense of self, rendering the subject vulnerable to the will of the icon, the thoughts of whom come to consume their entire existence. In this manner do the corrupted become worshippers of the icon, the prayers serving to further empower their entity. Having discerned the mechanism of iconic corruption, my colleagues and I set out to develop a material capable of shielding one from its effects, an endeavor in which we were successful, albeit at a great cost. In the course of testing, many of my assistants, good men and women all, fell victim to corruption, and in accordance with protocol, they were summarily put to death. I subsequently submitted a proposal to investigate potential cures for corruption, but it was rejected, deemed non-essential by Lord Ammon. Though I knew it would be fruitless, I protested the decision. Words! Though I knew it would be fruitless, I protested the decision. And for my imperitance, I have been stripped of rank and title, and I will shortly be expelled from this facility. In all likelihood, this report will be expunged from the archives. Nonetheless, I record it in the hope that one day, someone will undertake to do which I could not, and find a cure for the victims of iconic corruption. End recording. Oh my, the yawns are catching up. So not even the Alligans were able to find a cure, or rather, were not given a chance to do so. One cannot help but wonder what motivated Lord Ammon's decision.
More importantly, this confirms that stagnation of the soul is indeed the problem, and Angelo can remedy that. True, yet were we simply to reanimate a tempered soul, I fear it would do naught to diminish the individual's fanatical faith. Indeed, it may well intensify it. No, we would somehow need to suppress the primal's hold over the subject at the same time, or risk them ever remaining its thrall. But of course, memory transference. The process has the effect of compartmentalizing memories, separating them into manageable bundles, if you will. By adapting this technique, it may be possible to achieve selective reanimation, that is, limit the effects to only those memories that existed prior to tempering. Though thus restoring the sense of self, we could theoretically drown out the incitements of false faith which had come to dominate the individual's thoughts. I see. The theory seems sound, and our experience treating the light corrupted would help us to identify suitable memories of reanimation. But you are confident you can adapt memories transference as required. I seem to recall your attempts to do so while trying to bring us home culminated in literal bloodletting. Reading is a lot for my sleep-deprived brain. It cannot handle words at the moment. They did, you are right. Despite my best efforts, I could not recreate the mechanism, and I concede that the rather clumsy compromise I reached would not provide the basis for a cure. Then perhaps it's better that we consider another approach. Your doubts are understandable, but this time I believe we have a reason to be confident. You see, nodes such as this were built with the ability to simulate magics, my god. Which leads me to believe that it may be capable of performing simulations of the transference technique. If so, we would be able to conduct years' worth of tests within the space of a few days. In theory, it would be no different from how we have identified the password. But it'll take more calculating power, a lot more. I honestly couldn't say whether our equipment would be up to the task. Tell me, Sid, why do you suppose Owen locked his report behind a password? To keep it from prying eyes, of course. Why else? Wait. A password that could be guessed by anyone with leisure and a dictionary wouldn't keep it from a person minded to look. No, he wanted this report to be seen. By those who strive for freedom. Not unlike the memories of a certain distinguished engineering collective. I believe their motto was freedom through technology, or some such. You two, round up as many Magitech terminals as you can find and bring them to the workshop. Right away, Chief. Tataru, the hype man. Hype woman. Things are about to get very busy. Luckily we have you to help, eh? Am I on this post or whatever? Post Shadowbringers 2? Okay, I just started it. Well, we've got a long road ahead. Right, while Grahatia and I configure the terminals, I want the rest of you to procure supplies. Namely, ceruleum to fuel the terminals and ice shards to keep them cool. The more we have of both, the better. Leave the ice shards to me. I'll round up some adventurers and go on a gathering spree. In that case, I'll trust Crissola and Alize with the ceruleum. Here's a promissory note for each of you. Take them to Sky Steel Manufactory in Ishgard and the cerulean processing plant in Tanalan. The people there will give you what we need. Sorry, my voice is going whack. Yours is a well-known face in the Holy See, I believe. If it's all the same to you, I'll head to Thanalan. I don't know if it's pronounced Thanalan? I don't know. Ishgard. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna even make it to like the half-hour point. I'm already falling asleep. Oh man. Before I go to bed, I'm definitely going to change my... Oop. Holy crap, did I get that much XP from these? I didn't even know I could accept these quests. I thought you had to be like around the same level. I don't know if that counts, like 10 levels under. I'm not complaining, of course. Then again, I'm not paying attention if they even give me XP in the beginning, but... What the hell is that sound? You stand in the Sky Steel Manufactory. What is it you require? So you are after a cerulean. In that case, please present a note to our engineer at the airship landing. He shall be glad to assist you. I'm not sure where that is, but... Alright. Somewhere. Oh, it's in the pillars. Aw, dang it, I really cannot accept it. That's so sad. Well, it is what it is. Back to the Red Mage I go. Ceruleum, you've come to the right man. Fair warning, though. The price has shot up on account of the uncertainty with the Empire, so I hope you've got the coin. I do have the coin. I am so rich. I'm really not that rich. I'm saving this up for a very important weapon. Well, now, a promissory note from the Ironworks. Don't see many of these. Not that it's a problem. It's as good as gold to me. I feel like I'm like on the verge of slurring at the moment. I think I might be. I'm so tired. I went into this so hyped and like goofy and energetic. Oh my god, it's
My friend!
My friend!
After the disappointment of not seeing you in Alamigo, what good fortune to chance upon you here of all places.
Bro was so happy to see me. Did you hear that? Like, my friend! He shouted that shit at me. It's your friend Estinian.
As you may have heard, the Allied nations are making a renewed effort to address the primal problem.
Nice.
To that end, have I invited the chieftain of the Vanu to Ishgard, that we might together plot a course.
I like that guy.
Since the war with the Empire appears to be nearing its conclusion, I would also like to call upon Estinian's lance. Alas,
Sorry.
he is, as ever, a difficult man to find.
I'm right in front of you.
I am informed he recently paid a visit to the Rising Stones. Should he happen to do so again, be sure to pass on my regards, won't you? But
Yeah,
tell me,
sure.
what business brings you to our fair city this day?
I'm sorry, it's so funny, like, I'm crying.
A cure for tempering. You never cease to amaze me.
You're so in
Until
love
now,
with me,
our only
dude.
hope has been prevention, our every failure irrevocable. But this would rewrite the rules of engagement. It could end the cycle of bloodshed.
Dude is so infatuated.
Very well. You shall have all the ceruleum we can provide, and an airship with which to transport it.
I love him. He's so, like... I don't know, he's just so... I don't know, he's just a great guy. My friend.
In this matter, you may count on Ishgard's full support.
I need to change back to my actual character because Estinian's coming back into the game, so... It'd be kind of goofy to have two Estinians in one scene. It'd be quite hilarious, but I'm not doing that. No, I don't want to leave already. Bye, I guess. Mew. I love Heavensward was so amazing and I'm not over it. I think it was like my favorite expansion. The Dragon Song, Heavensward, all of it was amazing. I'm so not over it. And Shadowbringers has also been freaking spectacular. The first expansion never ceased to amaze me. Like, oh my god, am I gonna see Estinian as Estinian? Please no. I made a mistake. Wedge's little onion hair. Krau's hood is so goofy. Like, I never really mentioned it, but the little cat ears, it's cute. It's goofy. Why does Alize look so down? Or just contemplative?
Oh, who would have thought ceruleum weighed so much?
Oh.
Serves me right for being stubborn, I suppose. I should have just done what you did and accepted help.
Yeah? Please come barging in, Estinian.
Good work, you two. This is all we asked for and more. Quite a lot more now that I look at it.
It's a lot, yeah.
Lord Emmerich, eh? And entirely by chance. Ha! Some people have all the luck.
He's in love with me, dude.
We have also succeeded in configuring the terminals, thanks in no small part to our able assistant.
Maxima? Oh,
It's
Nero!
been a while, hero. You seem surprised to see me. Lest you misunderstand, I've no interest in such things as cures for temporary.
Like, is this guy just doing his own thing now?
But if you mean to achieve that which eluded even the storied Allagans, it seemed plain that you would require my expertise. And so it proved. Is that not right, Garland?
As snide as ever, Nero.
Ask Jessie. She was the one who hired you. All I know is you're an employee of the Ironworks now, so you'll bloody well earn your keep.
That wasn't the only reason I agreed to cooperate. I'm reliably informed that Garland and I are destined to unravel the secrets of travel not only across dimensions, but through time.
Ooh.
Doubtless the lion's share of the credit lies with me. 9 parts to Garland's 1. And this research will be a stepping stone to that illustrious achievement.
Very well then. I'll do 1/10 of the work. Just the part that's beyond you.
Rude.
Whatever you say, Garland.
Get your pettiness out of here, dudes.
Right. If everyone's ready, let's begin.
I want to mod my game just so I can fix the physics of some of the outfits I have. Alright.
All appears to be in order. Now, we just have to wait for it to find us our magic. Why not take this opportunity to put your feet up? This may take a while.
His voice actor sounds different. Or am I crazy? I don't remember really what he sounds like. It just sounds like deeper and gruff. A little more gruff and rough. We're all ready. You know, that kind of. Tasaru, take a nap. You're always working hard. Oh, and I would say take a nap. That sounds scary.
Damn it. It's overloading.
I have some ice magic, don't worry.
Chief! She won't last much longer!
We'll have to shut it down.
Wait! We're close! So very close!
Oh!
They just get out of there. Why did you just freak out?
Well, this is going swimmingly.
It's so funny.
Please, a moment longer. I beg you.
Okay, Graha, we're gonna explode everybody. There! What is it? Oh. Oh.
I was able to memorize the magic before it faded. It still needs to be put to the proof, but I believe we have our cure.
Oh, not successful. Maybe.
It's just as well. She'll never run again.
Oh.
The fault is mine. I'm sorry.
Don't be. It may fall short of dimension hopping, but a cure for tempering is not to be sniffed at. This, my friend, is a world-changing discovery. One we're proud to have had a hand in. A few Magitech terminals are a pittance to pay.
He has epic gamer neck. I thought the Mikote had
Thank
them,
you.
but no. I think that's like the Midlander model. I'm not too sure
Well,
though.
We've done what we can. The rest is up to you.
A lot of them have unique features. I think my Estinian's pretty accurate. It's like, obviously I can't recreate it to its full because it's a unique face and all that stuff, but I made one before and it didn't look quite like this. No EXP? Is it normal to not get experience points? Oh, I did. Never mind. I wasn't paying attention. I'm gonna probably start another one, depending. But I'm also gonna start it as my actual character. Even though it was so fun to be Estinian for a while, I had a good laugh. My god, I hope I don't fall asleep. I really need to make it at least to 8 PM and it's only 7 AM. I'm doomed. And I have to pack and all of that stuff. Oh boy, alright.